So walk me through what the quarterback evaluation is after Caleb, in your estimation.
For me, Drake Maye from North Carolina is the number 2 quarterback. I think he's cut from the same cloth as Justin Herbert. 6'3" or 6'4.5", really good athlete. There's still some things he's figuring out. There's no doubt about it. And when his arm gets a little juiced up, he can miss some throws, especially easy throws, slants, digs, some simpler, more simple throws. But his combination of athletic skills and arm talent and mental toughness really stands out. And he comes from a family where I'm a big believer in the older brother theory. If you have older brothers, you are just you were raised a little bit differently because you're always trying to keep up. Yeah. And you look at Drake Maye, he had 3 older brothers, were all college athletes, baseball, basketball. And so he, growing up playing all these sports, he was playing up a level. He was trying to keep up with his older brothers, and that helped develop his competitiveness and his toughness. I think he's wired the right way. I think the physical skill set is there. It's just about consistency. And so I'm sure there will be, like for most rookie quarterbacks, there will be ups and downs. And a big part of this equation is where they go. The support system they get, with Caleb going to the Bears, you can make an argument that's the best situation for a number 1 overall pick at quarterback that maybe we've ever seen. But what happens, with the Commanders at 2, the Patriots at 3? You look at the Patriots, their wide receiver group is it's lacking. It's not an impressive depth chart there. The offensive line has some holes. So if, say, Jaden Daniels goes 2, Drake Maye goes 3, that's a little bit of a tougher situation for Maye. And so where these guys end up is as much of a conversation point with these guys' development as anything. We kind of talked about Jaden Daniels. JJ McCarthy, I think, belongs in this conversation as well. It'll be really interesting if we see quarterbacks 1, 2, 3, 4. We've never seen that before. We could see quarterbacks at least in the top 6. But with JJ, and I know fans hate to hear about win-loss record for quarterbacks, but NFL teams talk about it. They care about it. So it's relevant. And with JJ, 36-2 in high school, including a state championship, 27-1, including a national championship in college. So that's the type of pedigree that you're looking for. And yeah, there's no doubt you wish there was more of a body of work for JJ as a passer, but when he was called upon, he made plays. You look at what he did on money downs. On this past year, 48.1% of his throws on 3rd or 4th down resulted in a first down. Not just were completed, they resulted in a first down. That's number 1 by far among all these quarterbacks in this class. So when you think about the tools that he offers, you like him now, but you're excited about where he's going to be. But then also factor in the intangibles, the mental toughness. That's what wins coaches over. And so it's not going to be a surprise when we see JJ McCarthy's name come off the board somewhere in those first 6 picks.
Dane Brugler here on the Rich Eisen Show. So you're just saying on paper or just from your evaluation, for lack of a better phrase, it's Maye, then Daniels, then JJ McCarthy. That's your, if you will, pecking order after Caleb in your evaluation?
For me, that's how I see it. But it is interesting when you talk to teams. It's different. I think one of the biggest misnomers in draft talk is the word consensus. The word consensus isn't really a thing because you go team to team and everyone has their different opinions on these guys. And even going back to a couple of years ago, some teams had Zach Wilson as the number 1 quarterback in that draft. And so it's different for every team based off of what they're looking for. Some teams are looking for someone that's more ready to go from day one. Other teams see the vision and can wait a little bit longer. And especially with a guy like JJ McCarthy, who needs a little bit more projection, teams are split on just what his projection would be. So for me, it's Caleb, then Drake, then Jaden Daniels, then JJ McCarthy. But definitely is a split opinion among these quarterbacks from team to team.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.